Good morning, students. Welcome to English Class 9. Today we start with Unit 2 Prose. Lesson I Can't Climb Trees Anymore, written by Ruskin Bond. Let's talk about the author, Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond was born on 19th May 1934. He is an award-winning Indian author of the British descent. He is much renowned for his role in creating children's books in India. The Indian Council for Child Education has recognized his role in the growth of children's literature in India. He received Sahitya Academic Award in 1992 for Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra. He was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. Let's move on to story. I Can't Climb Trees Anymore. Main characters are Visitor and 12 years old girl. This story is based on Visitor who stood on the grass verge, it means the edge, by the side of the road and look over the garden walls and think about his olden days where he spent before. He remembered those days and compared now in his presence. A visitor watched the old house that had not changed. It was built with granite walls. It had a new outlook with fewer trees. It means a less amount of trees. The jackfruit tree was still there giving shade. His grandmother felt the shade was a blessing from the trees. As a boy, he used to swing on a turnstile. It means revolving gate going round and round. Now it was gone. The tall hollyhocks, it means showy or colorful flowers, grew on the other side of the wall. A girl stood between the red hollyhocks, staring at the man. She was 12 or 13 years old, slim with lovely eyes and long black hair. The girl asked the man whether he wanted to buy the house. The girl said it was her father's house and he was a colonel. She says that her mother said he should have become a brigadier. It means an important officer in army. They stood on either side of the wall, appraising each other. The man said that he looked at the house because he lived there once, and they had sold the house after his grandma's death. She asked whether he would like to buy the house then. He said he only wanted to see it, and the girl said that they had lived there for 3 years. She called him in to have a better view of the house and that her parents wouldn't mind. She found that he is middle-aged. He climbed a wall, got up on the wall and rested, breathing heavily. She said she would help him on the flying trapeze. This is flying trapeze, in which people swing from one end to another. She gave him her hand. He slipped down into a flower bed, breaking the stem of a hollyhock. Across the grass, he spotted a stone bench under a mango tree. It was the bench where his grandma sat trimming rose bushes and bougainvillea. He wanted to sit outside. She sat with him on the bench. They were silent, and the man closed his eyes and remembered the music of a piano, the chiming of a grandfather clock, the noise of the birds on the veranda, and his grandfather repairing the old car. He remembered climbing the jackfruit tree. She said her parents would not mind him climbing the tree. He only wanted to sit and talk for a few minutes. His favorite place was the jackfruit tree. He said he used to keep his treasure in the hollow of the tree. Treasure were only marbles he had won, old coins, grandfather's iron cross awarded for bravery during the First World War in France. He got it from a German soldier. The little girl asked whether he had the iron cross. He didn't. He had left it in the jackfruit tree. Being very excited at the time and say goodbye before sailing in the ship, he forgot all about it. Thinking it might still be there in the hollow of the tree, he said, unless someone else found it. Since 25 years had passed, he said he can't climb trees anymore. To have a look, and she said she would. She found it and ran towards him with a rusty old medal in her hand. He made sure that it was the same iron cross. She asked him whether he had come to find it. He said he was not sure and asked her to have it as she found it. He placed the medal in her hands and said that he had come for his youth and not for the iron cross. As he walked away to the bus stop, he remembered his youth, and the air filled with his smell of the sweet mangoes and the summer breeze made his blood rush in his veins, forgetting the feel that he was so old that he could not climb trees anymore. This was one of the best stories of Ruskin Bond, which make us remember our olden days in our present. So children, always keep your beautiful memories along with you. I hope you all have understood the lesson. We soon meet in our next class. Till that, stay home, stay safe. Thank you, children.